Well, welcome everybody. We're going to get started. I'm Anne Turnbull, Crown Diamond with Max International, and this is really an exciting time in our company. You know, I joined Max International almost 13 years ago now. I've been living in West Africa for 7 years. It's my 8th year. And now the company is finally expanding to East Africa. And so it's a really, really exciting time for me. Being part of this amazing community has given me a lot of joy, a lot of satisfaction. It's given me a way to make impact in the world that I wanted to make. And it's introduced me to some of the most incredible people that I've ever met. And so being part of Max International, being part of this community has been probably the biggest blessing and joy in my life that I've known. And so I'm so happy that we get to share that with you today. And we are officially opening in Kenya in just a few weeks. You're going to hear from our managing director of East Africa. During this call, you're going to hear from some incredible global leaders from all over the world who have a great desire to see Kenya grow, to see Kenya prosper, to see East Africa really thrive. You're going to hear from some of them. You're going to hear from some people right here in Kenya who've been having experiences with our company and with our products, who will be able to share how they've been feeling about what they've seen so far with Max International. So without any further delay, we are going to get started, and I'm going to introduce my first guest of the evening. This is Mr. Rutherford, a Diamond Associate, all the way from the UK. He's an incredible individual. And Rutherford, I have a question for you. So Marcel, if you can help me with the unmuting, just let me know if you have that taken care of. So Rutherford, I have a question for you, okay? I want us to kick off with you just sharing a little bit about your background, and what it was that even drew you to Max International. And in the time that you've been involved with Max, what has actually changed in your life? So let's hear from you, Rutherford. Thank you for being on the call.
Thank you. And my story is not the exceptional ones. I'm sure a lot of people just relate to my story. Where do I start from? Well, let me say, right from high school, I mean, growing up, I think my parents were, at the time of completing high school, my parents were almost retiring. It was my senior brother I had to depend on. So all through tertiary, I had to depend on my senior brother who had just completed university, and he had to take care of me. So you could imagine, I wasn't able to get all my needs. I wasn't able to get the things I desired because he was spending part of his salary to take care of me. So it was through tertiary that I told myself that I have to study hard, not to depend on people. So yes, I managed to complete. I became a medical practitioner. When I got my first job, I was like, everything is done and dusted. Now I could depend on myself. I could do everything to take care of myself. But only to realize that life was just beginning. Life slapped me in the face to tell me that I need to wake up. I need to do a lot of things all by myself. After 2 years, I realized I couldn't depend on my salary because I had big dreams. I wanted to marry as early as possible. I always wanted to marry before 30, settle down, buy my car, build my house, and then help the rest of the family. But after 2 years, I realized my job would not satisfy those needs. So I decided I need to get a part-time job. What would I do? So I started to work in 3 different hospitals, and life was stressful. And that was when I developed peptic ulcer disease, what some people call stomach ulcer. So it was that terrible. I had to depend on antacids and antibiotics. Almost every 2-3 months, I had to take these drugs just to keep myself going because of that stressful life. I mean, working almost 24 hours every day. It was stressful just to get something to plan my future, settle down and all that. So I realized that it was my peptic ulcer was that bad. I was living a very stressful life. And I told myself that I can't continue like that because I could die. And people were telling me, Master, you you have to watch the way you are working, because sometimes we don't even get the time to eat, all working. And I was told I had to do endoscopy and then be seen by a specialist. Maybe they have to even do surgery because my peptic ulcer was that bad. So I decided to stop doing so many shifts. And then I told myself I need to get an additional job. I need to find something I could do to, earn some money without stressing myself. So that was when I thought of buying a small car for taxi, or even a used minivan for public transportation. I consulted people, and one old man told me that if I try that kind of business, I will get heart attack and die. So that business too went down the drain. So all this while I was just looking for something to do in addition to my job. Around 2015, I was very desperate because my salaries couldn't help me. I couldn't reach my goals. I was almost nearing 30, not able to marry because I don't have the funds to even do a wedding. My salary wasn't enough. The future wasn't good. So I decided to get a loan to invest into, the Ghanaians will know something called DKM. Something like the number one issue. It's a monkey business where you put some money down, they will promise you of doubling the interest for you. So I went to the bank, borrowed some money, Ghana Commercial Bank, thinking that would help, increase my funds and in the form of investment. Again, I was advised it's a wrong move. And indeed, that company collapsed even before I tried to invest money in. So January, that was when Boss J, Java, started to also tell me about mass business. In fact, Java did so well. For good 4 months, he kept coming to me. He printed the compensation plan to me. He wanted me to look at it. Well, initially, I didn't want to, but later I said, well, whether I look at this new business or not, my life is not changing. I'm still where I am. Life is still hard. I'm not able to meet my dreams at any point. So why don't you take a look? So I started looking at, he printed out the compensation plan in his own words, make it simple for me to see how much I stand to earn if I join this business. I had already gone for the loan and I've already started paying the deduction for myself. The salary, that wasn't enough. So I was in a bad spot. I wasn't happy with MLMs because I tried some, it didn't go on well. And I thought it was all about just selling. I wasn't in the mood of selling because it was even against our medical rules. So things were very difficult. And he told me about the products. He told me about Celgivity, he told me about ribosine. And that was where it all started. I started to look at glutathione and the science and the knowledge and all that. I thought it would even help with my peptic ulcer. So that was what even motivated me to say, well, looking at the way mass is going to pay and looking at my future, if I don't do anything about my situation now, nothing is going to change. So why don't I just start something? Besides looking at the compensation plan, I started to make some huge incomes from Max. If I'm to start, that will take me about 10 years in my profession to make those amount of monies that I'm seeing in the compensation plan with Mass International. So I said, well, let me just take it. Besides, the product will help me see if Celgivity will help my peptic ulcer disease. So I started. I registered. I took part of the loan. I went for the bank to start the business. So I registered and I tried the product. The first day I took Celgivity, I slept for 9 good hours. In fact, I was living on the premises of the hospital. My boss had to send a nurse to come and knock my window, try to wake me up. I was late for work. And that was what blew me away. That day, I felt like a Superman. I felt I could carry people on my head. I could carry the whole world because of the energy I felt. There was this burst of energy that I realized the product really, really worked. So it made me fall in love. The pain that I was experiencing with my peptic ulcer all subsided. For 2 weeks, I didn't have to take any antacids, no antibiotics whatsoever. I felt very, very good. I was sleeping well and all that. So that was it. I I then joined the business. Long story short, I became a diamond in 2017. Things went well. How has Max changed my life? Becoming a diamond, I was able to marry a beautiful wife. I had a very beautiful wedding. I've been to over 8 countries, all because of Max. Currently, I'm living in the UK. There have been ups and downs. It's not smooth, but each time you look back, you always feel grateful to Max, because had it not been Max, where would you have been? Where would I have been? So yes, it's been a very awesome journey. I bought one of my dream cars, Toyota Highlander V6, a panoramic, um, moonlight. Everything was I mean, a fully finished car. It was beautiful. I've been able to build. I mean, I wanted to always build. I've been able to build my own house. I'm even supporting my parents. Are in their 70s, almost 80s. They still look like their 50s, all thanks to the products. So yes, it's been a beautiful journey, and we are all grateful to Mass International, especially myself and my family. And I will encourage you all to really look at Max, especially if you're a prospect and you are looking to decide on whether to do it or not. My time is up, and I would like to end here. There's a lot to say, but I'll leave it for the next person to also share his or her story with us. Thank you.
Wow, Rutherford, that is an amazing, amazing story. You know, your family has been impacted incredibly. You've been impacted incredibly. So congratulations. I'm so happy. You know, I've yet to meet your beautiful wife. I think I need to meet her the next time. She's a Max wife. And yes, that would be amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Rutherford, for being on the call. Really appreciate you. It was great. Amazing. Now, I want to go next to someone who I really appreciate so much. And he is someone who, you know, I've worked with closely. We become great friends. He's Nigerian. He's a pharmacist by profession, so he really understands science. And, you know, he is a Diamond Associate as well with Max International. You'll come to know what that means. He really has a heart for people. And I want to introduce Diamond Brian, our pharmacist, to the call. And Brian, I want to ask you, you know, a lot of people have seen different supplements. Maybe they wonder, you know, why are Max products different? What makes them different than anything else? So can you take that question for us and share why people should understand that Max products and science are different than other supplements?
Wow, thanks, Anne, and good evening, everybody. Brian over here. I'm joining the call from Nairobi, Kenya. Currently having a great time here in Kenya. Personally, it's the science of Max that got me fixated. I wasn't really into supplements, you know, even as a pharmacist. I had many calls, many visits from individuals who were into supplements, who wanted me to be a part of that movement. But to be honest, at the time, I had a very strong, apathy, almost a hatred for anything that sounded like a supplement, because I was quite biased. You know, as a pharmacist, I just felt like people who peddle supplements about, they don't really know what they're saying when it comes to health and to science. When I saw Max, I was blown away. Now, and that's what I want to share with us. The basic model for the Max product is based on a 25 years scientific research, which is called ribosine. Now, what led to that is the quest of scientists to help the body to have the chance of producing its own molecule. There's a particular molecule that is needed for healthy living, you know, inside ourselves. And, for years, scientists wanted to find a way to help the body make that product, all right? But it wasn't possible until a group of scientists led by a renowned professor in the United States of America by the name Herbert T. Nagasawa, researched on this molecule called glutathione. Now, just to make those of us on the call for the first time to understand, scientists will tell you that if you deprive your brain cells of oxygen for 4 minutes, thereabout, or more, you don't stand a chance of living, okay? But glutathione is just 4 seconds. If you deprive your brain cells of glutathione for 4 seconds, you just will pack up. And here we are, we have a breakthrough technology powered by Max International that allows the human body to resume making its own glutathione. When I saw that, it was very profound. There was just no way I wasn't going to be a part of this. And it's a research that was funded by the US government, and that's what you have in Max products. So for me, it was a case of, wow, here we have products that can actually help the human body to overcome, most of the health challenges that we have around, simply by having raised glutathione levels in our cells. And that was what got me to join Max International. Another thing I want to add is this. I've discovered many other products in the market when it comes to supplements. What they do is to just help your body cells to make more new cells. And I tell people, without those products, your body may not do a bad job because naturally your body will make cells anyway. But with Max products, which contains ribosine, our products will not only help your body to make new cells, but it will also provide your body cells with the nutrients that it needs, okay, to generate that molecule called glutathione, which every cell in the body needs. So it is not just about having new cells, it is about having cells in the body that can perform their functions. The cells of your eyes, the cells of your brain, cells of your heart, they need to be able to perform their function, and they all depend on the availability of this molecule called glutathione. And that is what Max products provides. So it's so outstanding. And as if that was not enough, I got to know that this breakthrough technology has the backing of 43 peer-reviewed studies, and these studies are published, okay? Peer-reviewed studies, for those of us who are not in the scientific world, simply means other scientists coming to validate, all right, the invention or the discovery that their own pair has made in the scientific field. And we have 43 published studies on the ribosine technology, which you have in Max International. So with Max products, you have amazing testimonies, okay, from using this product. We have a whole range of wonderful products that many people are finding so amazing globally.
Wow, Brian, thank you so much. You have really given us a good insight into why our products are so different. You know, the science behind them is really quite incredible. So thank you so much for that. I know as a pharmacist, you've seen a lot of products in your life, you understand science, and you have blessed so many lives by sharing the products as you do. And we're so grateful to you. So thank you very much for sharing with us tonight. And in fact, we're going to go next to someone who's had some experience recently with the products, somebody from Mombasa, a brand new associate with Max International who has just started using the products. And Bernard, we would love to hear from you. Just give us your short experience with, you know, how life was before you started using Max products, what you were experiencing, and then what happened when you started to use Max products.
Max, morning.
Great.
My
Nice
name's
to see you, Bernard.
My name's
Go ahead.
Bernard from Mombasa. I got news of this wonderful product from 5 good people: Evezi, Brian, Pius, Caris, and Sylvia. First of all, I had an issue with this we call the migraine headaches. Okay, the type of work that I normally do is inshore and offshore. So there's a lot of sun and a lot of dust and fumes and the rest. So I had to rely on taking painkillers every day, and this one was really worrying me. I've even went to look for any solution from anywhere. They tell me just take too much water and all will be well. So when I met Brian and his team when they were down in Mombasa, in fact, I was having a very, very throbbing migraine. Then when I got a call from Caris, then they said, just come and try. Since I had some interest, I needed a solution. So first, I remember when I went to them, I told them that I've used several of the such products, but not to avail. But after listening and going through the science of ribosine, the way they explained to me, I was convinced. So immediately I took my pack without hesitating and say I'm going to be their first testimony. Then I started using it. 4 days down the line, even my next shopkeeper was asking me, "You're not coming for a painkiller today?" All the headache gone, all the joints gone. I slept like a baby. Then I realized this is the thing. That's why I'm still using Celgivity, and I'll advise each and every person from Mombasa. This is the thing. Leave alone the others that have been in the market, but the science of ribosine is actually what we need to have. Every person in Mombasa, in Kenya, this is Celgivity is what we have to go to. I also came to learn that apart from only my migraine, the Celgivity has got other benefits with me. It also makes me feel like my cells are okay now. I sleep like a baby. And of course, I'm happy. And I wish to go on, continue with Celgivity. And I'll also be a brand ambassador to Mombasa, to everybody that I met. Everybody that I've given the product is asking me, where was this Celgivity? I thank you very much for bringing this opportunity to Kenya. And I thank you very much for letting us have this chance. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much, Bernard. It's so great to hear that your migraine headaches are a thing of the past, your daily painkillers are a thing of the past. We're so happy, and we know that you'll make an amazing ambassador and you'll help so many people. So thank you for sharing your story with us tonight. My next guest on the call is an incredible man. He has been my friend for as long as I've been in Max, almost 13 years now. He's the person I've learned from since the beginning. He's the person who's inspired me since the beginning. He is no other than my Canadian friend, Double Diamond, Mr. Mike Lebrun. So let me just take you to...
I think I'm unmuted.
You're unmuted. Fantastic. Go ahead, Mike, please. What I'd love to know from you, you're there in Canada as I was. You've built an incredible global team all over the world, including now in Kenya, in Africa, and other parts of the world. So tell us what the secret to your success has been. How have you managed to build this amazing global team?
You know what? I'm going to boil it down to 6 takeaways I'm going to share with you today. The first one I'm going to tell you is that when you get involved in Max, if you're brand new or if you've been in Max and you say to yourself, hey, listen, I really want to take this into high gear. The first thing is always remember, build local, but think global. If somebody would have told me this 15 years ago to think like that, because our background, my wife and I, we're entrepreneurs. We've been in the franchise world. We were not in the network marketing world, but we had the same ingredients to be successful. So we just took them in to Max International. But what I did not have is I did not have the skills. I needed to have some new skills. So the first one is you had to think global. You had to build local to think global, but you have to have some skills. And those skills are so important. And really, there's 7 or 8 skills that you have to learn to get really good at. So I say to people when they get involved, that's the first thing you need to do is sharpen those skills. And you don't sharpen those skills overnight. It is over time. Like Ann Turnbull says to many of her mentoring calls, a lot of the diamonds that are talking here that says on their mentoring calls, like Lynn and I do, it's always about sharpening your skills. But remember this. Second thing, once you've learned the skills, you learn the skills, you do the skills, you review the skill, and you teach the skill. That's personally and emotionally. See, people, when they get involved in Max, if you can teach them that a no is a no for now, it's not a no forever. If you're in Kenya right now and you're talking to 10 people and 5 of them say, no, I'm not interested, don't take it personally. Teach that to your team. Say, no, that's okay. They don't know what you know yet. But here's the thing. When you continue dripping on people, when you continue giving them information, you want to become one of the top, recruiters in this company, because Lynn and I have recruited a lot of people in this company and taught a lot of people have success in this company. So when you think about skills that you need to do, there's only several. One of them is inviting. One of them is building your list. One of them is following up. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to stop right there. Follow up is key. If you can invite 100 people a week to a Zoom presentation, but if you're not following up, you're not closing that funnel. You're not closing that funnel so people can get involved in your business. It's like water needs the bridge. It's gone. You got to stop it at a dam. And you say to yourself, this is my year. If I were to live in Kenya, and by the way, I'll be in Kenya for several days. I'll be there for the launch. Lynn and I are very committed to being in every country. When Max opens up, we're there. But can you imagine what you do? The third takeaway is plan your day the night before. So if you're putting your day timer together, well, I want you to put in your day timer commitment and consistency. See, if you're committed to doing so many minutes or hours per day, because I have people that do this spare time, 1 hour a day, 30 minutes a day, that's spare time. But if you're part-time, that's 1 to 4 hours a day. If you're full-time, well, you're like me. Some days I can do 8 hours, some days I could do 6 hours, some days I could do 12 hours. Commitment and consistency in planning your day the night before. Because if I show you my agenda, I have got from Monday to Thursday, I've got 40 appointments every single Monday to Thursday, 40 to 50 appointments. I can tell you because I coached Ann Turnbull and I speak often, and I've always told her from the very beginning, and I hope she mentions it after, I always said to her, number 4, keep track of your numbers. I don't know how many times I said that to the leaders, keep track of your numbers. If there is something that is, I'm going to say, an obstacle for people, is people, if they do this part-time or spare time, they don't keep track of your numbers. They don't have an agenda where they know that today I follow up on Evans, Kanzia, Paula, Xavier, Anna, George, Michael, and that's it. Only that. So I had only about 10 people today. But sometimes I have 15, 20 because I plan my day the night before. Simple as that. So if you do the same thing, you are going to have total success. And especially if you're in Kenya, wait to see what I'm going to finish with. So number 5, building for events. Every one of these Zoom meetings, if your leader, the person who brought you here, and by the way, Brian, your story is amazing. Okay, Brian, your story is amazing. I loved it. The pharmacist. I hope I didn't mess that up. And so when I take a look at this and you're building towards an event, every Zoom meeting, not only should you be on, but your leaders should be on. Your prospect be on. Why? Because you go to a meeting, you are learning. Your team comes to a meeting, you are earning. Would you like to earn? Would you like to earn a 3-figure, 4-figure, 5-figure, 6-figure a month or a year? But there's work to be done. See, I love when we talk about events, I love what Joe Votiki said. We had him on our call. We had about 60 people on our call last week. And he said, the reason why people don't understand when they get involved in a business, there's work. If somebody told you, I said to people, if somebody told you this is easy and is going to go fast, they lied. There's work to be done. So I tell people there's work to be done and we need to do the work together. I'm here for you. But my goal is to get you independent as fast as possible. And then we have that crucial conversation. And I got to tell you, that comes from Eric Worre. I didn't design that. It comes from Eric Worre 2 years ago when we took that accelerator program. Just incredible. And 6, not the last statement I'm going to do, but number 6, because I only have 1 minute left, duplication. Remember that if you're not pointing to a tool, you are not duplicatable. If you're doing everything yourself, it is not duplicatable, because if you're approaching somebody and you're talking a mile an hour, 100 miles an hour, and you're giving them all these big words, it won't work. Point to a tool, record, use the recordings from the expert that we have here at Max. And the last wisdom is this: we've never had a country like Kenya with all 7 products approved. So when I talk to somebody in Kenya or know somebody in Kenya, I said, you have to get involved. Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Look at the compensation plan. I will answer any questions you have. That's what I tell the people that I connect with, because this is a serious market that you all need to be part of. And I'm proud to be your business partner. My name is Mike. Thank you for having me here. Back to you, Anne.
Thank you, Mike. You know what? You are so incredible. There's no one that I admire more than you for knowing your numbers, for planning everything the night before. I've always aspired to be as good as you are in that department. And I will tell you, I'm still aspiring. I'm still working towards it. But you really do inspire me. And you have so many great tips to share. So I'm sure that Kenya is going to be so happy when you arrive here, when you give your trainings in person. It's going to be fantastic. So thank you for being on the call. Thank you for sharing with us. And next, we're going to go to the, I will say perhaps the more beautiful half of Mike Lebrun. Yes, our double diamond, Mrs. Lynn Lebrun. And Lynn, you're very welcome to the call. You know, Lynn and Mike, I mean, they're a powerful couple. They're a dynamic couple. But Lynn just has the warmest, most beautiful heart of anyone I know. She's always there to welcome you. If you're at her house, oh my gosh, the food just never stops. She's just a beautiful, beautiful soul. And Lynn, you know, for me, when I think of you, I think of heart first. And I want to ask you, you know, when you describe what it's like being part of the Max family, you know, whenever someone joins us, we will usually say to them, welcome to the Max family. When you think of what it's like being part of the Max family, how would you describe it?
Thank you, Anne. Well, you know, being part of the Max family gives me a sense of belonging and being part of a community to personally grow and to have support. You know, it's also about to see other people rise and the ability to connect with so many people. And you feel that with Max when you're at the meetings or when you're together, and we're all part of Max family. we're a group of like-minded people who come together with different backgrounds, diversities, and we all have that common mission where we want to globally impact lives. So we're all building a home-based business, no matter where you are in the world. And at the same time, we're really helping Dr. Nagasawa's dream to become a reality by changing the lives with his technology of ribosine. And a lot of the speakers will touch on that. Together, we matter. We embrace spirit and character and the loyalty to meet our needs through the commitment and togetherness as a family. And being part of the Max community makes us feel as we're part of something greater than ourselves. And that's what I love about it. You know, and together, we get to create an exciting and rewarding future. I love that we have personal growth as well. Whether we like it or not, it's not just by reading or listening to music or to videos online, but it's also from all these wonderful leaders like yourself, Anne, and those on this call that have talent, that have the energy like Mike, and who has strength and has passion on the topics that they speak on. So my journey in Max is so worth it. You know, I'm not the same person that I was in 2007 when I first joined Max International. I was shy and I was timid. And if I could, I would have slipped under a table if I could get away with it. But no, having a product testimony, I could not be selfish. I knew I had to share this opportunity with the world. I learned from this industry. I had to learn about this industry because I came from a franchise business like Mike and I, we come from an entrepreneur industry. So I turned to personal growth, which has taught me many things about the business, about life, and really the importance about being coachable. I've learned from my experience. Some are negative, some are positive, and everything in between that comes with any business. And in my opinion, you personally grow by what you learn, what you see, and what you listen to. Everyone's focus in Max is really about helping everyone achieve success by applying what you learn. Same thing with what's going on right now. This video and this platform is being shared so that everyone can learn the same information. And it's the platforms, like I say, like this one, on the events and leadership trainings, the websites, webinars, Zoom presentations. There's so many out there, and that all allows us to learn new skills and have personal growth. Really, Max is made by developing leaders, I think, because when you're a leader in your business, your goal is to develop other leaders and to provide leadership, not only for yourself, but to the teams, creating personal development. And it's also about to grow as a leader, not only for yourself, but for your family and your community. As we grow, our business grows. And you'll see that all the progress takes place outside of your comfort zone. This is what the Max opportunity is all about for me. Building Max offered us the opportunity to meet new people, and you will meet a lot of new people. And along this journey of success for Mike and I, we got to build a network of friends all over the world. We had the pleasure of meeting and working with associates from all walks of life, different ages, different nationalities, different cultures, to know what makes them happy, to know their families and what inspires them. And, you know, together we make things happen through a shared vision. And many of our friends we get to know even better is when we travel to these beautiful destinations on the diamond trips. And that's what makes us a Max family. And
amazing. Thank you so much, Lynn. You know, I have to say that, of course, I've known you and Mike now for almost 13 years, and you are quite right. Who you are today is 100 times different than when I met you. Now, you were always strong and powerful, but more in the background, you kept everything together, you made everything happen. And now, oh my goodness, you're a speaker, you're a trainer, you're a motivator, you're right there in the front. And you're just an amazing lady. And I'm looking forward to spending time with you and Mike in Ireland. I know many of the diamonds will be going to Ireland in just a few weeks. So that's going to be exciting. And you're right, you know, the kinds of trips and experiences we have together also give us that great chance to bond and to grow together. So I'm happy for that. So thank you for sharing your story with us as well. And next, I want to go to a very beautiful young lady from Kenya. Her name is Ceci. And, you know, she's someone that I've come to really respect and admire. She's had her own experiences with Max, and I want her to share those experiences with all of you. So Ceci, welcome to the call, and please go ahead and share your own experience and your story about Max products and how it feels to be part of the Max family.
Hi everyone, I'm really excited to be here today. My name is Ceci Nanyi from Kenya, currently in Nairobi. And Max International has been amazing. 2 years ago, I was really struggling with my health. I had goiter. And during that time, I used to feel some sort of phlegm around my throat, and it was really sticky. I felt like sometimes I feel so hard to breathe. And you know, in that process, I couldn't do a lot for myself. I was also underweight. I was 32 kgs then, without my age. And my energy was really low. I was depending on my sister with everything, almost everything, because I couldn't do much for myself. And I tried a lot of supplements, products from different companies. I've tried drugs as well, and nothing really worked. I couldn't attend any social gathering because my self-confidence was low. I was really doubting myself in everything. I couldn't even approach someone and talk to them. And that really limited me to do so many things for myself. One day online, I just met someone, a very, very, very encouraging man from Ghana, Sajava. He actually helped me to get the products in Kenya. And I started using the products. But before then, I was really skeptical. I've tried so many drugs. I have tried supplements from different companies. And I was like, how is this going to work for me? Because all that I've tried has not worked. But why do I have to trust this? But he assured me that when you use the product, it will help your body to produce glutathione. I didn't even know then what is glutathione, but because of trust, I had to use the supplement. After using Salgivity for 3 weeks, I started seeing lots of changes because my skin started, because of acne, my skin started drying up. And then the phlegm that was really stick on my throat started becoming lighter. And I was super excited. My energy was starting to come back. And in that process, after 3 months, my whole health was restored. And I was so much excited. I couldn't keep quiet other than just sharing this with everyone around me. And so many people that tried the product, their lives changed. It didn't only change my life, but so many people that knew my life before, that time that I was struggling, people that I work with, it was something amazing. And I couldn't really keep everything that Max International had done for me, other than just sharing with people, letting them know that Max International products are life-changing. Because so many people I met also online, you know, they're just excited about Max. Most of them are okay now, and most of them has testimonies. Others decided to join us so that they can as well help so many other people. And I would really encourage someone today who has not been part of Max International. I know you know someone who need to try this. You as well, if you're not sick, you need to know what Max International has. Thank you so much.
Wow, Ceci, that was a beautiful story. Now, looking at you, you are just glowing. Your happiness, your beautiful skin, You would never have known that you were so ill before. And I'm so delighted to see you in just the picture of good health. And I know you're going to impact a lot of lives. So thank you for sharing your story. It's really, really amazing. I'm looking forward to working with you. It's going to be fantastic. Great. All right. You've changed our lives tonight too. So thank you for that. Our next guest tonight is just a dynamic young man, very powerful individual. In fact, he's the one that found Ceci online. He is the youngest double diamond in the history of Max. And I want to introduce Sir Java from Ghana, youngest double diamond in the history of Max. And Java, I want to ask you, can you share what it's like to build this business as a young person? Because I know we have a lot of young people on the call, and they would love to know how it is to build this business as a young person. So let's see if we have you here.
Okay. Thank you very much, Anne. Thank you very much to all the amazing ladies that have already spoken. Mike, I really enjoyed everything that you were saying, and salute. We looked up to you so much. All the incredible trainings that you gave when Ghana was open. Some of us benefited a lot from that, and we do appreciate you so much. Rutherford and all the amazing leaders. So I want to salute everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Building Mike's business as a young person, I mean, it's challenging. And honestly speaking, it's very challenging because the first thing that you will experience when you're building a business is that most people are not knowledgeable about network marketing. So people don't have so much knowledge about what we do. And people tend to condemn what they don't know. So, the moment somebody doesn't really, understand what exit that you are talking about, let's say you are their brother, you are their sister, suddenly you are excited about this thing, you are talking about it, you are posting it everywhere. They're like, hello, slow down. So the young people come with a lot of energy and enthusiasm, and sometimes it might end up becoming scary for the people around them. And one key thing is that we make the mistake of trying to talk to them, to convince them that what we are doing is the right thing. And sometimes it becomes hard. It becomes more like a fight between us and the people that we really love, because they will come with all the things that they have done before that they didn't, but they were like, hey, this thing, we've seen some before. They came, they tried it, and it didn't work. So this is just a farce, and it's just going to pass. But the reality is that if we understand, we come from a point of understanding and expectation that people will be, concerned. Normally, I don't call it negative. I just, just read to your mind. They just express their concern in a much more different way. So your mother, your father, your brother, your colleagues, your friends will be expressing their concern in a negative way to you. But once you have the understanding, then you have to work with people that are open-minded to let them understand that this is what I'm doing, and it's not as bad as you think it is. This is the history of the company. This is what I stand for. But in most cases, you wouldn't have to explain yourself to people. And I think that is the hard part. If you want to do this as a young person, you have to find a way to not allow people into your ear. People that are easily influenced by the opinions of other people becomes a big problem. It becomes very hard. When I started my business, trust me, I had a lot of people telling me to stop. They're like, listen, this network marketing stuff, we've seen it before. We've seen it before. They come and go. They come and take people's money. Then the next thing that they are off. So they and I feel like, yes, genuinely some were genuinely concerned, but eventually I had to do due diligence, research the company, and I was convinced myself, like that personal conviction. I remember, and the day I went into the Max office, when I went to the Max office, I just felt like this is it. Like this is it for me. The environment, the people, you just feel like this is it. Like this is that one thing that you have been looking for all your life. The products are amazing. The people are awesome. So if you're a young person and you want to build this business, you need a lot of mental toughness, and you have to expect it. I think things hurt when we don't expect. So anything that seems to hurt, normally the expectation was very low. So expect that people will be coming at you People will come and fire at you, your brothers, your friends. Some people will start mocking you. Some people will put Max in front of your name. So some of you, maybe you are called Ruth. They will start calling you Max Ruth. Some of you will be called Max Michael. All of these names. And the reason why they're doing those things is to get you to stop doing something they feel will end negative for you. So the best way to approach them is to come with some empathy and not make it look like it is you against them. I think there's something that network marketers do, which I want to preach about it. Most of the time when we join companies, we see it as it's us against the world. So some of us will build very toxic relationship with our friends and family people, and it's like, yo, it's us against you. And our posts on social media will look like we are trying to tease people, you know, like, watch us, we are the guys coming up. We are now the people who are going to change the world. We are going to become millionaires. All of those things are not important. All of those things, trust me, are not. If you want to really become successful in this business, you need people. So when you, and let me add this to some of us, after we see the Max business plan, we start making some commissions. We start, you know, telling people who have jobs that they have a very terrible job and they have to come and join us to be able to experience success. It is not important. It is so not important. And I think these are the things that I learned at the very early part of my business, understanding that people are important, people are different, and people would always, you know, be needed in our life. Because the truth is, outside of our Max business, will we have a family? Yes, we would have a family. Not everybody be part of us. And if you go at it with that, it's us against you. You know, we are going to show you. Trust me, at the end of the day, you will not have success. And even when you have success at Max, you end up losing everybody that was around you. So those are negative. If you can't take the negativity, just allow them and don't engage with them so much. Those that are open-minded, you want to engage them and ask them questions and be a sweet person. I think one thing, and that has made me a little bit different from most people, is that I try my best to be sweet. Sometimes you have bitter things going on in your life, but when people come around you and they feel elevated and inspired, then they would want to be with you more. But when people come to you and they feel, you know, they feel terrible, you know, you are giving them bad energy, you are condemning them, you don't know how to communicate to people, then you will lose people. And I lost a lot of people at the early part of my business because I didn't understand communication. So ladies and gentlemen, how to grow this business as a young person is one, to be expectant, and other things I've also added. And there's one thing that I want to add, okay? I don't know if Anne has other questions for me, but I'll add this one, then I'll allow her. You need a lot of motivation. You need a lot of motivation. Like you can ask Mike LeBron, you need a lot of motivation. You need to be motivated yourself to be able to communicate, well, you know, good words to people. And sometimes we expect motivation from people around us. And trust me, that is not going to happen. So if you're expecting your wife to be excited about what you're going to do, that's going to change the world, it's not going to happen. If you think your husband is going to be excited, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or somebody closer to you, your colleagues are going to be like, yay, she's going to kill it. It's not going to happen. These people will not give you motivation until they see the success. And it is very normal. They will be scared for you. So what you need to do is that you need to automate your motivation. You see, you need tools that will motivate you with or without the presence of a human being. And there's something that we use in our team called motivational plugins. Go on YouTube. There are a lot of motivational audios there, a lot of it. Okay, get a channel. If you can download some of the audio, download the audios, create a playlist. Okay, let's just say 10 or 20 motivational audios, and then listen to them every morning and every evening. It is automated. It will play. You will be inspired. You will hear words. Automate your motivation. Nobody is going to inspire you. No, I'm telling you, sometimes you call your team leader, he's got problems, bro. He's got his own problems. So sometimes you expect people to be motivational and they are not. And sometimes that will break you and you begin to feel like, yo, you know, maybe this thing is not for me. Yes, it is for you. God has a reason why he brought you here. God does not give bigger fights to little soldiers. The fact that he brought your feet here, he knows exactly why he brought you here. You are a channel to where somebody is going to be blessed. He has a reason why he brought you here. But you need to be motivated. And to be motivated, just automate it. My last point for you, before probably Anne asks you the question, is this. You see, give yourself time, okay? So some of us judge our business quickly. We judge our time before it's up. So when I joined Mike's business, right, I'm a PA. Those in Kenya, you call it clinical officers in your area. In Ghana, we call ourselves physician assistants. And I wanted to further my medical career, and become a physician specialist and eventually become a lecturer in the medical school. So I look at how much time will I need to be able to get my my first degree in medicine. And guess what? It was going to take me 7 years, and it was going to take me 7 years to get that degree, right? So I told myself that I'm going to do Max for 5 years. I am not going to judge myself until after 5 years. I think some of us join the business and we start judging ourselves very early. So you join Max now and you are judging your success in 3 months. But you have a degree and you took 4 years to get that degree. You have masters, it took you 6 years to get that masters. So why are you joining Max business now and judging your business in everything there is to learn? I will show up for the class. I will go for the training, like Lynn was saying. I will join the course. I will do everything I'm supposed to do. And I am not going to judge myself until after 5 years. After 5 years, I would now judge myself and go like, oh, okay, Java, now, do you have success or not? Was it worth it or not? And guess what? After 5 years, I was a double diamond associate of Max International. And was it worth it? My goodness, it was more than worth it. So some of you will be joining us, and I just want you to put a timeline. Probably it's going to be 6 months, so probably it's going to be a 1 year. It's going to be 3 years, 4 years. Give yourself time, do what you're supposed to do, and only judge yourself after your time is up, and ensure to do all the activities required of you. And afterwards, meet us one-on-one, and let's do the judgment together. Was it worth it or not? And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, after 5, 6 years, after 4 years, it's going to be worth it. And I don't know whether I have any questions for me, but I'm done with what you asked. Thank you.
Wow, Java, that was amazing. You know what, Sir Java, you had so many amazing nuggets of wisdom. I was just like you. When I first, actually, I didn't even see Max. My friend told me about Max and I just said right away, of course, yes, I'm in. You saw it right away, but some people don't, and we don't understand why they don't when we did so quickly, right? So I love what you said. I don't have a single family member who's doing Max. I don't have a single family member who's embracing the products. It's fine. We don't need our family to be part of it. We can do it no matter what. And you are so correct. It's not a short-term thing. I love that you said you were giving it 5 years. I said I would take, if I took 10 years to get up to the top, it would be fine. And here I am. And it's been the greatest joy and journey of my life. And it's worth it. It's worth it 10 times over. So thank you, Sir Java. You have given us a lot of wisdom tonight. I'm very grateful. Thank you for being part of the call tonight. And I know that you're going to be hosting our call next week. So we're looking forward to that as well. So thank you, I have another Kenya associate who is with us tonight. And I'm really, really happy to hear from him because I'm so excited. I love to hear new stories. And he's someone that I've met over the last few days. I can see he's committed. I can see he's going to already make so much great impact. So I want to welcome Dr. Davis to the call. And Dr. Davis, I don't know if you can unmute yourself. I know we had you unmuted a minute ago. Fantastic. So please, I know you have some stories to share with us about what you've seen with these products. So if you could share those, that would be fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hope you can get me clearly.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'm Davis Moray. I want to appreciate even to be part of this team. And first of all, it is I think it is a miracle to me to be in this company and to be part of this team that is mainly focused to actually to empower people economically and also to save lives. Just in brief history about how I came to realize this Max is that I work in a place just within Nairobi, and I think it was there's a friend. I think he was God sent by the name. He's a very senior associate. I respect him. By name Emmanuel Adina from Ghana. He just come and he was just walking to see in the different facilities, and there is where we met with him, and he shared with me about what about the Max is all about, and I did my research, and I really found it is very, very fantastic. And out of it, actually, I've got several testimonies because personally, I tried. I said, okay, I've done this thing, the research, I've looked into it, and let me do because I want to try to some patients. And miraculously, I cannot even explain what is it. But I had a patient who had just 28 years old. He has been having hypertension. He has been having erectile dysfunction, and he has also been having anxiety disorder. So he has been on different medication. I've given him different antihypertensive medication, and I tried him, and I shared with him, and I talked to him, and he used actually he bought the Sergevity, and used it for like 2 weeks, and I can tell you. The pressure, the hypertension, it is stabilized up to this day. Is not using any medication for hypertensive, and the issue of the erectile dysfunction, he is very okay. The anxiety disorder issue is now very okay. He's not on any medication, and this is something that I can tell you and to everyone who is maybe suspecting of that is not sure, or maybe he has not made up his mind that this is something that is very, very effective. On the issue of the products, I have no doubt about it. And I really want to appreciate even our Diamond Associate, Dr. Rutherford. He has been of a great support. He's the person who has actually told me and shared me many things about this business. And we are here, and that's why I'm here. And I'm really working out that to see that we are making to move this Kenya to the entire nation to know about the Max. So on another issue is that there's a patient also have a testimony about he has been suffering from arthritis. He has been on medication for the last 2 years, and after he used the Sergevity just for a month, there was a very tremendous improvement. Currently, he has been used to anytime there is cold, or maybe during the rainy season. He used to feel the swelling on the joints, on the knee joint, and also on the elbow joint. There was a lot of swelling, but since he started using the Sergevity, he has never experienced such case. So it is something that is very, very effective. On the issue of the products, actually, it is amazing. I've met quite a number of people, my friends, colleagues. I've shared with them. Others they're skeptical, but after they have tested the products, actually there is a very positive report. So for everyone and to anyone who maybe is still feeling skeptical about the products or maybe about the business, it is something. The good thing about Max I love, and personally I really appreciate. Even my mom, myself, my own mom, he has been having issues with the pain on the legs, on and off. But I just gave him products, just Sergevity for a week, and she felt a very big improvement. So it is something that is working out. And personally, we are going to work out in this business and to see that we are going to change the lives of many people, or sick people who have been suffering. There are people who have been using different products with no improvement. That with this, I think it is a godsend thing. We are going to use it to change so many lives. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And I believe we are going to have a different, more time, because this is just for a start. And I believe we are going to bring to conquer to every part of this country. Thank you so much, Boss Anne and Turnbull. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Wow, that was fantastic. You have so many stories already, and I know it's just a start of the incredible impact you're going to be making. So we're very, very grateful to you, Dr. Davis, and congratulations. You've already changed a lot of lives. I know you're going to change many more lives to come. And I'm so glad to hear about all of the great success and results that you've had. And next, we're going to go to someone that I know we've been waiting to hear from. This is the man of the hour. He's really, without him, we wouldn't be here. This is our managing director for East Africa, who is responsible for opening up the Kenya market and the gateway to East Africa overall. So I'm really, really happy to welcome Mr. Tekle Menelik to our call tonight to share a little bit about his own background and journey with Max and what we can expect in the Kenya market, what his plans are for the Kenya market, so that we all have a great idea of what is coming for us very, very soon. Tekle, you're welcome to the call.
Thank you for that introduction, Anne. Thanks for having me on the call. I'm here in Nairobi, Kenya. I've been with Max. My Max journey started 11 years ago. Before, when I was living in the United States at the time, and I was introduced by a friend to Max, to the technology of Max. I was sent some products, and the reason they sent me products was that I was 41 years old at the time, and I had gotten into distance running, marathons and 5Ks and 10Ks, because I was out of shape. I was in my late 30s, just turning 40, and I wanted to, get back in shape and have energy, to tackle all that, that life brings your way. So I was fortunate enough to have a friend who introduced me to Max and the Max product. So I really started on the product side with tremendous product testimony on what it did for me in terms of my ability to recover from hard training and, at my age of early 40s at the time. And it really transformed, my health, my physical well-being, my confidence, and in so many ways. So I was very interested in the technology of Max. And then when I learned about the tremendous business opportunity as the way to get that technology, that health technology into people's hands all over the world, I thought that was something I wanted to be a part of. So I joined Max corporate in North America 11 years ago. And really my goal was to be a part of Max and take the health technology and the business opportunity, all across the world. And here I am 11 years later in Nairobi, Kenya, helping to launch the newest market in Max International. We're in over 20 markets around the world. This is our 5th African market. And I've been involved with the launch in Ghana 8 years ago, also with Nigeria 6 years ago, and with Ecuador in South America about 3 years ago. So I've been to a lot of different parts of the world, and I've seen so many tremendous testimonies, from people that have come in contact with the Max products, and how the way that it's changed people's lives through the business opportunity, through the commitment to training and personal development that really separates Max from a lot of our competitors in our industry. And as an example of what we're doing, why I'm so excited to be part of the launch of Max Kenya, is that we've committed a lot of resources to this market. Mike LeBrun earlier on the call had mentioned that we are the first market in the history of Max to have all 7 nutraceutical products approved and ready to launch on day 1. So we're very proud of that. So Celgevity, Switch, 357, HCP, Infuse, GXL, and Max One have all been approved by the PPB, the Kenya Pharmacy and Poisons Board. And those products are here in country, and as we prepare our launch. So we're very proud to have all of Max's product offerings on the nutritional side here in Kenya. We are also currently constructing or finishing the construction of a brand new office space. No one's ever occupied that office space. It's in Nairobi, in the Garden City Business Park, right off of the Thika Road, which is a very major road going east to west in Nairobi. And by the end of this month, the office will be completed and open for business, open to associates and customers to come in and conduct their business. We've put a lot of resources and time and things that we've learned in other markets to try to create an office environment, a space, a resource for associates to conduct their business, a place they can be proud to bring their team members and prospects, a place to do training and opportunity meetings, business meetings. So we're providing all of those resources and infrastructure to associates here in Kenya and East Africa as a way of building your business and personal development. Like many on this call have mentioned, Max is really committed to developing personal growth, personal skills, from communication to the nuts and bolts of business building and team building. And we also have a big commitment to rewarding the hard work that goes into building in this business. So we have a number of tremendous incentive trips. I know they mentioned that a lot of the diamonds on this call will be traveling to Ireland in June for a diamond retreat. And those are very exciting events. I've been fortunate to be on a few of those events over the years. And we are organizing some incentive trips within Kenya and in the East Africa region that we'll be announcing next month at our official pre-launch kickoff event, which will be on May 14th here in Nairobi, near downtown Nairobi, in an area called Westlands. And there is a promotion that will allow associates and customers to earn tickets to this exclusive invitation event. And essentially, anyone that does 100 PV in Kenya, 100 PV during the month of April, or sponsors any customers who also do 50 PV of purchases, will earn 2 tickets to this event. So it's a ticket that you can use for yourself or for a team member, for a spouse, for a prospect. And in addition to the associates and customers that can earn tickets from being active this month with Max, their sponsors, their enrollers, the person that invited them to join Max will also get tickets to this event. And a lot of the tremendous speakers that you've heard on this call, tremendous leaders that you've heard on this call, will be in attendance. I'm happy to report at that event on May 14th. We're so excited to have them to bring their experience, their passion, their motivation to help us, officially launch the newest Max market here in Kenya on May 14th in Nairobi. So we're looking forward to all of you being in attendance that day to help us celebrate, the launch of this tremendous new opportunity. And we're very, very, very excited. Like I said, I've been involved with several market openings around the world, and really Kenya has a lot of strengths, and I feel super excited as I've ever been in a market. Especially this time where we've come off of some challenging and difficult times with the pandemic and lockdowns and so on, and it looks like we're turning the corner in that regard. So I think the timing is good to be launching this opportunity here in Kenya, and really we have a vision for taking the market throughout the country of Kenya, but also we have a plan and a vision for the entire East African community, which is now 7 members strong, with the DRC joining last week. So now the East African community is the largest economic bloc on the continent of Africa, over 250 million consumers. And, you know, it's basically a market larger than the size of Nigeria. So we have, you know, great hopes and plans for developing the market in Kenya and throughout the East African community. And we're looking for partners. We're looking for partners like you to help us join, to join with Max and continue this mission of taking, you know, this tremendous technologies, this tremendous health technology that has affected so many lives, including my own, in a positive way, and the business opportunity that so many people are looking for, you know, in a world of uncertainty. And so that's why I'm so proud to have been part of Max these last 11 years and to have this opportunity, you know, in a wonderful country like Kenya with so many opportunities and so many talented and people that are really looking for a genuine opportunity, you know, to help not only transform their own lives and opportunities, but, you know, those of their networks and their families and friends and social networks. So I'm so proud to be a part of this opportunity. And I really look forward to meeting all of you, working with all of you in the coming weeks, months, and years. So thank you all for having me on the call tonight.
Thank you so much, Tekle. You know, Kenya is so lucky to have you as the head of East Africa, because you have really been responsible for so many new market openings. You've been responsible for the entire, you know, launch of Africa. You are such an incredible partner for all of us as associates. And we're so grateful to everything that you're doing. We're so excited about what's coming. So thank you so much for being with us tonight. Thank you for sharing a little bit about your vision and the plans upcoming. I know we're going to hear more from you. Next Saturday, we will have a pre-market opening. So we'll talk more about our next event soon. We have one last speaker to hear from tonight, and then we'll close off the call. I know we've spent a little bit of time, but we're really, really happy that you could all join us. So thanks again, Tekle. And I'm now going to turn it over to our last speaker of the night. This is someone who I really appreciate so much. We work closely together. He is a crown diamond in Max International, one of the top 5 in the world, and really the most amazing man, so inspiring, so incredible, a family man, someone that we all appreciate and love so much. Please help me welcome Dr. James Osolu from Nigeria. Dr. James, you're welcome to the call.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's good to be here. Thank you. Can you guys hear me? Wait, I'm having a very good time here in Kenya, and I really appreciate this honor, you know. So it's been exciting to see the amount of energy and, you know, the interest that people in Kenya have shown back to back to back. It was not like this when we were launching out in Nigeria and in Ghana, but here the energy is different. The energy is really, really different, and I'm really excited to be here. I don't really have much time because a lot of time has gone, but the truth is, just sharing a bit of my story. This entire journey started from a very hard time. I see some people, you know, complaining that maybe the economy is hard and things are tough, and, you know, people will not be able to afford this. But the truth about it is that I found Max at one of the lowest points in my life. And in a time such as these, when things are difficult, people are rather looking for opportunity. They are looking for a way out. They are looking for something they could do that could bring hope. Because without hope, then you actually have no life. Max gave me hope, because I had worked then for about 3 years, and then the government stopped paying us salaries for 4 months. I was not earning anything. I was broke. I was in debt. things were tight, I kept on blaming the government. But the truth is that the government could not do anything for me. So I had to do something for myself. I had to look out. I had to open my mind to things, to opportunities. And I just bless God for the day that He sent my friends to, to just share this business with me. When my friend came to my room to talk about this, he had nothing to show. He had no experience. He had not made any money. There was nothing real about Max. There was nothing real. It was just the word of my friend, someone that I knew, someone I trusted. Today, you are on this call. You are on the call with over 170 other people who have seen something and who are here. I was in a room alone with my friend who had just joined the business 2 weeks ago and had no experience. You have heard testimonies today of people who have used the products and have experienced remarkable improvement in their health. These things are real. Listen, if Max was not paying us anything, but all we were doing was to be able to impact people's lives with the research and the products that we have, that is even enough fulfillment to live as a human being. But right now, we are not just impacting people's lives, we're also getting paid for it. You have heard these testimonies. You have seen leaders from around the world, from Canada, from Ghana, from Nigeria, share their real life stories. Everyone started somewhere. Everyone's journey is different, but we all have similar goals. Everyone wants to grow. And this is an opportunity that will definitely help you to achieve that. You've seen these people, they are real, they cannot be fake. Anne has shared a little bit of her story, the LeBrons, Sir Java, everyone has a story. And what you can notice is the transformation that has taken place in people's lives. Transformation is key. I have experienced the same transformation from a guy who had no experience, from a guy who barely had time because I was so busy with work, from a guy who was too broke to even afford an opportunity, from a guy who hated network marketing to a person who became a family man, who started earning over 10 times his pay, who was able to get his own house, who was able to buy a car for his wife and his own dream car. All of these is the same story, the same man. What was the difference? I found Max and I believed in myself. I believed in God that this was an opportunity for me. And I believed in the people that I was working with. I started with just a few of my friends. Listen, a lot of people may say no to you. A lot of people encourage you. A lot of people may actually share negative sentiment and comments. It is okay.
Dr. James, we just lost you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect now. Thank you.
Okay, I say you have to believe for yourself and have your own vision to be able to identify what it is you want to achieve from this opportunity and grow. When I joined, we had crown diamonds that were far away. We didn't know them. We didn't even see them physically. We were only seeing them on a magazine cover. It was hilarious. It was only pictures that we had. It was only stories that we heard from far away, from written text. Today, you are seeing real people. And I know that from all you have seen and heard today, your heart is burning and itching to know, what must I do to get started now? I know you are excited. I know you want to get started like yesterday. And the truth about it is that if you are on this call, count yourself blessed and count yourself lucky, because whether anyone likes it or not, Max is going to flourish in East Africa. Max is going to flourish in Kenya. And the fact that you are here, you are going to be among the founding members, the pioneers, and you have a remarkable advantage over people who will see it in the next couple of years. And I can't wait for the day that you would share your story with the rest of the world. So if you are here right now and you like what you've heard, you feel connected to the opportunity, you are ready to grow. There's a lot of personal development that would also occur here with the trainings we've had. In 3 years, I grew, my mindset was transformed. My whole life was changed to a place where I had experienced personal growth that I would never have experienced 10 years in my previous job. This thing, honestly, has really transformed not just my life, but those of my friends that join me. And the truth about it is that I can see that Max Kenya is going to produce even bigger results than we have ever seen in Africa. So if you are here and you are excited, you love what you've seen so far, and you know that you are going to be one of the success stories in Kenya, in East Africa, or all over the world, I want you to type, I am ready. Can you just type, I am ready in the chat? Can you type, I am ready in the chat? Type, I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. Let me see, I am ready. Now, what you need to do is to go back to the person who invited you to this call. Let them know that you are ready. Let them know that you've seen enough. You don't even want to hear anything else. You just want to get, even if you don't have the money yet to get started, we'll show you how to do it. So don't be afraid. Don't allow any fear or anything hinder you. Let's go and let us shut East Africa down with a fire that we are bringing to the world. Thank you so much. Over to you, Anne.
Wow, Dr. James, thank you so much. You are just amazing, and I'm so happy that we all get a chance to work together, and we work together as a Max family. You know, we deliver a lot of hope to people. We really, really do. I love that message that you had. We train people, we teach them. We want you to be successful. We want to impact more lives, and we can't impact more lives without you, because we don't know the people you know. We don't know who needs to have better health. We don't know who needs a change in their circumstance, but you know them, and you can reach them, and we can teach you how. So I'm so excited that you were all here on the call. You've stuck with us. Thank you so much. It was a little bit of a longer call. I want to let you know about some upcoming events that we're going to close off. So if you are in Nairobi, or you can make your way to Nairobi, if you're outside of Nairobi, I would highly recommend that you find a way to get in. On Saturday, we are going to have a special event here in Nairobi in Westlands. We're going to have a market preview. It'll be a business presentation. Today, you didn't really see a full presentation on the science, on the products, on the business, and how it works. But on Saturday, you will see that. We will also have a mixer, a little social event, where I know some of you still have questions that aren't answered yet. You can meet any of us at that mixer. Sit down with us, ask us your hardest questions. All right. If you've got super hard questions, you can ask them anytime. All right. Ask the person who invited you. They'll get you the answers if they don't know. But we will be there on Saturday in Westlands, and you can come, you can listen, you can see people's stories, you can talk to us. So that will be Saturday. On Sunday, we're going to have training for presenters. That will be at our Garden City Business Park Max office at 3 p.m. Saturday event is also at 3 p.m. in Westlands. Whoever invited you here to this call can give you those details for Saturday. If you already know that you love what you've heard, then you can be part of the training on Sunday for associates for how to build your business. Now, some of you, I know you're not in Nairobi. It's not really possible for you to get there for the weekend. It's okay. We will have another event like this one, hearing from different people on Tuesday night, same time, a week from today. And then we will start to arrange online presentations where people can actually see more about our product and business opportunity, so that you can be inviting friends and family and colleagues to hear exactly what it is that we have to offer. Because just like Dr. James said, you are among the first to hear it. You are among the first ambassadors, right? Just like you heard Bernard from Mombasa, he's so excited to be one of the early ambassadors in that area. You can build your business anywhere from right here. Whether you want to build your business in Canada, in US, in Nigeria, in other parts of East Africa, you know, right here in Nairobi, you can do it all from your home, and we will teach you how. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you to all of our incredible speakers. Thank you to our amazing associates for being here, for some of you for sharing your stories. We love you. We appreciate you. We are going to see so many of you on Saturday. and we are going to see the rest of you a week from today on Tuesday. So get started. We're ready for you, and let's go impact the world together. And I can't wait to celebrate you at the top. Have an awesome night, everyone. Okay, bye-bye.